Hello, everybody. Mining Markiplier. Just kidding. Bear with me for a second. I am on the floor. I'm often on the floor when I work. So I have my computer propped up on a chair. So we're going to try and make this work. I have music on. I'm not sure if it's too loud and distracting, but let me know if it is. But hello. It's been a minute. The last 6 months have been like kind of insane and nonstop. So I haven't really had much time to come on here on YouTube. Oh God. Hold on. Gotta find a good song. But I'm here and I am starting to work on my next cosplay. I am planning way ahead this year because last year I was just con crunching way too much, to the point where I kind of burnt myself out. So I was con crunching for Anime NYC last year. So that was at the end of August. And then there was Comic-Con early October. So then after Anime NYC, I was like working nonstop on stuff for Comic-Con. And then after Comic-Con, we finished the Arcane episode 1 rewrite, which was a lot of work. And then immediately after that, we went to Japan. So, and then we were in Japan for 2 weeks, which is kind of also why the rewrite has been like stalled for a little bit. Because we just, and then after Japan, it was my birthday, and then it was Thanksgiving, and then it was Christmas, and then New Year's, and now here we are. So I took about a 2.5 month break from crafting, but I am rejuvenated and ready to get back into it. Oh, thank you so much. Mischievous Productions. I like that. Thank you. I try to take pride in the cosplays that I create. And so, yeah, so me and some friends are planning to do a Winx Club cosplay group this year. So I am going to be Tekna. And I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Winx Club, but Tekna's outfit is a little goofy. She wears this like silly hat. I am not going to make her outfit one for one. I am going to try and adjust it. Oh, we got a special guest. This is Ricey. Should I make Ricey a cosplay? But yeah, anyway. So I am not making her outfit one for one. I am gonna alter it a little bit. I wish I could like show you guys a picture. I don't know. There might be a way for me to do that. I am terrible with technology, actually. So I don't think I'm going to attempt to touch anything because then I fear I might mess everything up. Hello. Thanks for joining. So yeah, count how many times I say or but anyway. Tekna. So also all of the available Tekna cosplays that you could like buy pre-made, they look kind of like, what's the word? Like chintzy, that cheap. They just don't look right. So I am attempting to make it myself. I'm hoping it shouldn't be too difficult. It kind of looks just like a bodysuit. So I actually found a pattern for a bodysuit that I liked because some of them are a little weird looking. I found this one that has multiple parts, so it kind of has like almost like a design on it. Like it's not just like one piece of fabric. It connects. I actually have the pattern pieces right here, so I can kind of show you guys what I mean. So it's like there's multiple parts to the pattern. So it like will give a little more dimension, I hope, as opposed to just being like a flat bodysuit. And looking for fabrics for this cosplay was really fun too, actually. Because so her character is like technology based, right? So she's supposed to look like futuristic. And so I found this really lovely, the lighting in here is terrible. I'm so sorry. It's like a very light lavender fabric and it's got sparkles on it. So I'm really excited about it. The issue or the thing that I'm a little concerned about is that it said 4-way stretch, like that's what I was looking for, because again, it's a bodysuit, so it needs to be tight. This doesn't seem super stretchy. It is stretchy, but I'm just concerned about how it's going to fit. So when I'm cutting out the pattern pieces, I digress. I am not doing a mock-up. I never do mock-ups. It's probably a terrible practice that I don't do a mock-up first, especially with a pattern I've never used before. But who has the time for that? Not me. So I'm just going straight into it. We're going to see hopefully how it works. I'm going to give myself a little extra room on my seam allowance, just in case, because like I said, yeah, the fabric's not super stretchy. So in case I need a little bit of extra help there, I'm hoping the seam allowance kind of covers that for me. Yes, Rice will probably be in and out this whole time. She gets mad if I close the door and then she starts yowling. So the door has to stay open. But anyway, I think the plan for tonight is to kind of cut out all of the pieces for the pattern. And that's probably all I'm going to do tonight. I have a really short attention span, and a new season of League of Legends is out today. And it's really fun. Diana has a new item that is really fun. So I'm looking to get back on the Rift later tonight. So, priorities. Also, I'm blind. So my screen is far away. I might kind of take breaks and like come up and read the chat, but I'm sorry if I'm not like super attentive to it. It's not because I'm ignoring you. I just can't see. So now I always just pretend like I know what I'm doing, and I don't actually know what I'm doing. So you're going to have to bear with me because it's going to be a lot of me just like kind of musing to myself and probably not being very professional. Also, this fabric, as much as I love the sparkles, it gets glitter everywhere. Like it's already all over the floor and it's going to be all over me. So that'll be fun. But, I've already ruined these floors so much as it is. To my landlord, Ralph, I am sincerely sorry. There's like hairspray and paint all over this floor. I accidentally ripped a piece of the laminating off right here. But it's fine, right? It's fine. Anyway. Yes, League. I gotta get on the Rift. But okay, so now I think the easiest way to go about this is going to be folding the fabric, and so it has like the right side, which is like the correct side, which would be the front facing side. So when I wear it, obviously I want the glitter on the outside. The wrong side is this like silky material, but it doesn't have the glitter. That is something I'm going to have to be pretty conscious of when I am placing the pattern pieces. I sometimes have a tendency of not paying enough attention to stuff like that, and then I cut things out on like the wrong side. So hopefully I can properly keep track of stuff here. But yeah, so I'm going to fold it so the right side is in on itself. because I imagine cutting, and if I need to trace anything, that would be easier to do on the non-glittery side than the glittery side. So, okay, actually, I need to move this stuff out of the way. You guys kind of can't really see on the floor here, but I have all the pattern pieces in front of me. So I'm just going to move those. Okay. I only bought a yard of fabric also because I have another tendency of buying too much fabric. And like, for instance, when I made the Kamina cape for Chris, I don't know why we bought like 3 fucking yards of it. And we definitely did not need 3 yards of fabric for that. And I've used it for other projects as well, like the red velvet. I've used that for multiple things at this point, and I still have so much left over. So yeah, I have a tendency to buy extra fabric. And so this time I was like, you know what? I'm only going to buy a yard. I was like, I think that should be enough. So we'll see, because I'm not exactly sure. Again, I don't really know what I'm doing. Yes, I will send you to Ralph, or Ralph to you, if he complains. But actually, my landlord is really cool. He's a great guy. So, you know what? I actually don't think, I mean, I don't know if he'll notice even. But if he does, I don't know if he'll really care. It's not like it would stop someone else from moving into here anyway. I mean, we're in the New York City metro area. I really don't think a crusty floor is going to stop someone from moving in here after me. So, okay. Rice, I love you. She's getting dangerously close to my fabric over here. Okay. So, you know what? I am actually afraid that 1 yard is not enough. So I may have to buy more fabric, but I don't know. We'll see what I could do here. So with her design, she has the bodysuit where it goes, down her legs. And also she has a second fabric actually that is like different for the sleeves. I am adjusting her outfit so that, like, what's it called? There's going to be no sleeves. I'm going to do like gloves instead. So it's going to be like the collar, and I'm going to do kind of like a halter, I guess, is that? No sleeves, but not like out here. It's going to be like kind of haltery looking. So I was hoping that not having to do sleeves would kind of save me a little bit. And also her boots like come up pretty high. So if anything, it's not like I need the bodysuit to come down all the way. So maybe that will save me some fabric. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, so I'm going to start with the front piece because this has to go on the fold. Oh, you're going to lay right in the middle of the fabric, aren't you? Yep. How'd I know? That's classic. That's classic. You're just a cat, you know that? Do you know you're a cat? Are you helping me? Are you helping me? Don't give me that look. Okay, you got to get out of here. I love that you hang out with me, but you can't sit on my fabric. Okay. So, I'm not going to pin anything down just yet because I want to make sure, like I said, that everything can fit. And I need to, I think I'm going to, normally you do like 1/2 inch, or normally that's what I do, 1/2 inch for seam allowance. I think I'm going to do a 1 inch, just to be safe. Because like I said, the material, it's stretchy, but it's just not like stretchy like other fabrics that I've used in the past. So I'm just nervous that it's not going to have a lot of leeway room. So, all right, what else? Does anything else need to be on the fold? This needs to be on the fold. I'm going to put that down here, I guess, for now. We'll see. Question. Can you guys hear the music that I have? And if you can, is it too loud or is it too quiet? Can you not even hear it? In case I go nonverbal, I want to make sure that there's at least something for you to listen to. So let me know if you can hear it or not. This is the leg piece. Yeah, this is freaking massive. I'm going to save that for last because, yeah, I might not have enough fabric. So, no, as in no, you can't hear the music, or no, it's not too loud. Oh my God, there's glitter all over already. I hope it doesn't all like come off before I even get to wear it. I don't know. I don't know how glitter fabric works. I've never worked with it before. Oh, you cannot hear the music. Okay. I can make it louder. But I also don't want it to like disrupt. I don't want you guys to not be able to hear me. Okay, this song is changing. Hold on. Okay. Can you guys hear that? Let me know. I could always make it louder, but whatever. Okay, so now I'm a little stupid. So for this back piece, I need 2 of them, but they need to be inverted. But again, because the fabric is not the same on both sides, if I do it on the folded fabric, will that work properly? I'm trying to visualize this in my head. Give me a second. I don't know. I'm a little scared. I might just do that separately just in case. Okay, perfect. If it's too loud at any point, let me know. If you want me to turn it up so that you can't hear me, then let me know as well. I'm wondering if I should fold the fabric a different way, actually, because it might be better for the legs. I don't know. I kind of screwed myself. I think I'm just going to have to buy more fabric. The one time that I tried to be conservative. That's okay. You know, trial and error. I'm actually going to try folding the fabric the other way for a second just to kind of feel that out, what that would look like. I don't know if that would be better. Again, I never said I know what I'm doing. So I may make these cosplays happen, but it's usually not a pretty process. It's a lot of trial and error. I just kind of do things and hope for the best. Okay. You know what? Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. I probably should have put my cutting mat down, but I don't know if it would even fit over here, actually. I usually don't work on this part of the floor. I usually work on the other side of the room, but it's a mess right now. So I figured I would spare you guys from seeing that and work in the corner of the room. Okay, this... I don't know if this is going to be better, actually. Ooh. Okay. Front piece I need on the fold. Okay. Again, not pinning anything down just yet. Just trying to see. Oh, I'm most certainly not a professional. I wish I was, because I imagine that would make my life a lot easier if I actually knew what I was doing. But I have learned a lot, actually, since I started to get back into cosplay. I took sewing classes in high school for 2 years, and they kind of just taught us like the basics. But then I kind of like fell out of it in a way. And then, yeah, I just got back into it a couple years ago when I started cosplaying again. But I had to kind of like reteach myself a lot of things. And yeah, I'm just like not great at retaining information. So I find myself looking up the same thing like a million times whenever I'm working on a project. Okay. Yeah, I think I am going to not even concern myself with the leg pieces right now. And I might have to buy more fabric, which is kind of unfortunate. I should have just bought... See, because the thing is, I think 1.5 yards would have been perfect. But, so I bought from a shop on Etsy, and they did not do half sizes. And I was like, well, 2 yards is going to be too much. I was like, I can make it work with 1. Yeah, you know what? Maybe just buying extra is always going to be the move. I should have trusted my gut, but, you know, that's fine. I actually, now that I'm thinking about this, I'm sorry. I see, this is my process. It's just like, I only need that piece on the fold, so I might do something a little janky and manufacture a fold and then cut. I think that'll save me fabric, actually. I don't know if you guys are following what I'm saying, but it makes sense in my head. So I'm gonna try that. Okay. Oh my god, I'm gonna get glitter all over. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I always told myself too. I was always like, well, it's better to have extra than to not have enough. But, you know, in this economy, I was trying to justify to myself, like, no, I just should buy what I need. Like, I have buckets of like fabric, like extra fabric that is just kind of waiting around to be used. I don't know if I'll ever use it. So it's like, I was like, I don't want to waste money. But so yeah, this is what I get for trying to be a little conservative. Okay. You guys can't see, but Ricey is sitting right in front of the fabric and she's watching me. Okay, let's see. Now, she really is entertained by fabric. She likes to like pounce on it. She like loves the way that it moves when she steps on it. So I'm hoping she doesn't just completely barrel into this while I'm working. But we'll see. I don't even know if that... Okay, that should be good. I can do more. Okay. Let's see. Okay, that's not enough down here. That's still not enough. How did that happen? Okay. I wish you guys could better see what I'm doing. But if I move the camera down too much, then when I sit up, my head would be cut off. So I'm kind of like, I don't know. You guys are here with me spiritually, so that's fine. Okay. I think that's good. Okay. I'm gonna go with that. Boop. Okay, I'm gonna pin this down and cut it out before I move on to the rest. Because like I said, I'm a little nervous about messing up the pattern, like the right side versus wrong side. So I would rather just take it slow and make sure I do every piece the way that I need to. But theoretically, I don't know, I might have to test something because I'm not, I don't know, my brain is like overthinking this. I'm not surprised about that because I usually overthink things, but okay. So yeah, so this is like inside scoop, I guess. So Tekna is one cosplay that I'm working on this year. I also am going to be doing Rio. I think that's how you pronounce it. Don't quote me on that. From Gachio Kuda. I have literally only watched like 3 episodes. So I'm not like super familiar with it just yet. But I love her character design, and she has these giant scissors, and I'm going to try and build them, and I have this whole idea laid out in my head about how I'm going to do it, and I'm just really excited for that, actually, because as much as I love sewing, and, like, sewing I do think is, like, technically harder, like, from a actual, like, technicality standpoint, sewing is more difficult than, like, foam building. There's just something about building a prop that's like really fun. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I am working on something for Chris as well, which is kind of secret. I'm keeping it on the down low right now. The only reason I'm keeping it on the down low is because I don't know if I'll actually be able to execute it. So I'm kind of like, I don't want to say I'm going to do it and then not be able to do it. I have a desk, actually. I just prefer the floor, naturally. I always have, actually. There's a picture of me from high school. So I was in AP Art my senior year of high school. And there's a photo of me at home, like at my parents' house, and I'm working on like a project. And I'm literally like working on this giant like charcoal drawing on the floor in my parents' like living room. And I just think that's pretty funny. But then even like in AP Art, so at school for the art room, they had these like giant square desks that like usually a couple people would sit at and do their work. But AP Art, there was only like 6 of us in the class. And so the room was really big, and basically not everyone, but almost every one of us was able to have our own table. And so if I was able to get a table by myself, I would literally put my drawing like on top of the table, and then I would sit on the table. Because I just work better that way. I don't know. I don't know if there's a science behind that. I like to be like at the same level of that my work is at. I don't like to feel like my arms have to be up. I don't know. I know a couple people who are like that though, so I don't think it's too strange. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Rice almost just caused an incident. She ran upstairs. Oh. One second. I just had a thought. I need to write it down. Okay. Okie dokie. I kind of want to get fabric weights so that I don't have to always pin stuff down, because I know that that would save a lot of time. But like, I don't know, spending money. Maybe one day. Also, it's like, I don't know. It's like, do I really need them? I could just pin it down. I don't know. I'm just yapping out here. Okay. Yeah, I have to write things down like right away. Otherwise, I'll forget it. And so, actually, a couple nights ago, when I kind of made the decision to work on the big scissors, it was literally like I should have went to bed like an hour prior, but I was laying in bed thinking about how I'll make them. And I just like, I couldn't get it out of my head. I had to like write it down right then and there. And so like, I was like in bed, like an ungodly hour, writing down in my notes app, like how I plan on making these scissors. But I had to, because I knew that if I fell asleep and then woke up, I would forget like what my plan was. And I can't afford that, because that's just, those ideas are fleeting. And I probably would not have recovered it. Okay, so that's pinned down, that's pinned down. I think I'm going to cut those out. And then we'll move on. I guess we'll see shortly if I'm going to end up needing to order more fabric. Okay, so again, I'm going to do a 1-inch seam allowance, because I'm honestly not sure about the sizing of this. I would rather, again, kind of the same concept with the fabric, but I would rather be able to just have to take one of these pieces in. I can't afford, I just did not buy enough fabric to like have to recut out a piece. So taking something in will be so much easier than the opposite. Now, normal people probably would chalk out their seam allowance and like draw it out. I'm just eyeballing it. I know what an inch is. I don't need to I don't need to mark that out. There are some notches, not on this piece. Oh wait, there are notches on this piece. There are some notches that I'll have to mark out though, because those will help me when putting all of the pieces together. All right, this I'm just gonna cut off. Move out of here. I'm gonna turn this whole thing. Oh crap. Okay. Ow. How many times do I stab myself while doing this stuff? I'm constantly stabbing myself with these freaking pins. It's another reason why the weights are kind of like a little better, because then you won't stab yourself. Okay. So I'm going to cut this out first and then I'll mark the notches. I'm kind of hungry, actually. I didn't really technically eat dinner tonight. I had some leftover ramen noodles, but there was like nothing in it. Like there was just like noodles left. So I will have to have something after this. Okay. Now, since this fabric is a little thicker, I know it's technically a stretch material, and so my sewing machine is like a million years old. It was like my aunt's before she gave it to me. It also hasn't been serviced ever since I had it, and I've had it. How long have I had it? Since like probably like 2013. So you're really like supposed to service them every like 5 years or something, I think. I don't know. I haven't ever. So I imagine it's just going to stop working one day. And I'm going to have to figure that out when the time comes. But yeah, so basically all that to say, my machine is old and it doesn't work with stretch material very well. Like when I was making my Satsuki cosplay, that was like the most annoying thing I ever did because my machine, I did all the tricks that people said to do. Like I switched the needle, I put on the walking foot, I even had to use like what's it called? Like tracing paper, basically, that I also put on top of the fabric to help like the stitching actually run through the machine and the fabric properly. Because a lot of stretch material is really like, I was going to say slimy, but slimy is not the right word. But a lot of stretch material, hi, did you just poop? I want to make sure you don't got poop on your butt, and I don't want you to sit on my fabric and get poop on my fabric. Anyway, so as I was saying, my machine is not equipped for stretch material. And basically, while I was making Satsuki, the stitching was like not working. And I had to redo so many seams over and over because my machine just couldn't handle it. But this stretch fabric is a little on the thicker side, I guess, because it has the glitter and whatnot on it. So I'm kind of hoping that I don't have that same issue. So we'll see. When do I want it done by? Metric ruler would not work for me. Nope. But this cosplay, is that what we're talking about when I want this cosplay done by? Basically, I want this cosplay done as soon as possible because no, I'm sorry. I can't play with you right now. I know you want to play. It's playtime. I want to get this cosplay done as soon as possible because I have so many other projects that I need to get to. Basically, I'm trying to work so far in advance that like I don't have to con crunch later this year. So, I mean, when I finish this, I will like probably put it on and, you know, take photos or whatever. But the plan is to do the Winx Club group in August at Anime NYC. I'm pretty sure. So technically it doesn't have to be done until August, but I am planning so far ahead. You are so spicy right now. I could just tell. You're thinking about attacking me. But yeah, so I want to get it done as soon as possible so that I can move on to other things. Okay, first piece cut out. That is the front piece. I I am going to mark the notches really quick. I have chalk here, which is what I usually use, but now that I'm thinking about it, this fabric is so silky. I'm nervous that the chalk is gonna like come right off. I don't know. Let's see here. I think that's good. Let's see. Does the orange pop more than the blue? Yeah, I think the orange is better than the blue. What are you doing? You kicking around my cap? You're gonna lose that. Here, actually, you can play with this nail thing if you want. You were playing with that the other day. Yeah. I just don't want a repeat of last year, and I don't want to completely burn myself out. I was so like burnt out that that's like kind of one of the reasons why I ended up not going to Comic-Con day 4 on Sunday, because I was just like so focused on getting Jinx done in time, that when it like came down to it, I was just like, you know, because I wore her on Saturday and I was like, okay, well, that's like done. And I was like, yeah, I just kind of need to like take a step back for a second, which is kind of sad because that's never happened to me. I've never like had a moment like that. Maybe it's because I'm getting old now. But yeah, I was like, I can't do that to myself again. So, I mean, and the annoying thing too is like last year I had started my cosplays like a year in advance as well. Like I had started so far ahead, but like, don't mess up my fabric. Between like working and life and everything, like I just like did not work as quickly as I needed to, I guess, like to prevent that from happening. But I think my projects, all except one, I think are not going to be as intense this year. And also last year actually was kind of like a big learning experience for me. I feel pretty confident using like foam, and even with like my sewing, like I feel like again, I'm no professional and I don't always know what I'm doing, but I feel much more like secure in like what I'm doing, that I think my process of like cosplay making will be much faster this time around. So yeah, I'm hoping I don't have that same issue this year. Okay, so this is the collar piece, a little tiny thing. Marking a dart. You helping me, Ricey? Are you helping me? Hi. Where'd it go? It's right here. Look here. You know what? No, it's not entertaining enough for you? Okay. Yeah, last year was a little crazy. I can just tell you're crazy right now, and you're giving me that look like you're gonna jump on me. Look here, go get that. Okay. So what I usually do, I have like these kind of dinky little pieces on the fabric. I honestly usually kind of just cut them off because it's like I know I'm not going to be able to use it for a pattern piece, and I just kind of want to get it out of the way. This one actually might be kind of viable, so I'm going to leave that one. But these dinky little scrap pieces can go over in the mess over there. Oh, God. Okay. So, yeah, like I said, I think tonight I'm just going to do the leotard pieces, the top pieces, and I'm going to worry about the leg pieces some other time. So, what? Don't even think about it. You're scaring me. Why don't you go upstairs? Go bother your sister. Where's your sister? Okay. Who is smart? If I fold a piece of fabric, and it should be opposite, right? Like if I cut something out, that should work, right? I don't know. I feel so stupid right now. My brain is like not functioning. Yeah, I am about to get jumped. If you see me die on camera, I'm so sorry. No, this is usually the time of night that I play with her. So, yeah, I know. You're going to be a little feisty right now. You're like, it's playtime. It's not playtime. I'm sorry. And I fed you. You ate. So, and I think you took a poopy. You should be all set. Go play with your sister. Am I going to have to lock you out of here? I think I'm going to have to lock you out. Don't attack me. I know. Here. Let's go play with something. Somewhere else. Here. Get this thingy. Go get that. Okay, hopefully that will entertain her for a minute. I'm going to test something on a piece of scrap fabric for a second. Or scrap paper. Because like I said, don't have enough fabric to be making mistakes. So I just want to make sure that what I'm thinking is going to work. Mirrored, right? Yeah, I'm just... Right? It should be. I don't know. Do I just say F it and cut it on the paper? I just want to like... I'm scared, not gonna lie. I'm a little scared. Okay. I'm just gonna test it on this paper because I'm just too scared. So I'm just gonna do like okay, if this is the right side, and then this will also be. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Okay. Just bear with me, guys. It's all part of the process. Trust the process. Oh. I almost just cut my nail off. Terrible. Listen, I trust you. I'm just making sure for my well-being. Okay, so if I cut that out like that. Right? That would work, right? That's what I want to happen, right? Dude, I don't even freaking know. Because how did I freaking cut this? Somebody help me. I don't know what I'm doing, and I never have. And I never will. Okay. That's right? So I can do it on the folded fabric. Oh, God. Yeah, actually, I've avoided most incidents with cutting. Like, I've never really had an incident where I accidentally like cut my finger. My nails, however, are a different story. I've cut my nails off accidentally sometimes. But that's fine. They grow back. Your finger doesn't. Okay. Now there's paper everywhere. Okay. Okie dokie. So I'm going to fold this again, because now I feel better about doing that. Okay. It's all crooked. How did that happen? Why does it feel like a Friday to me? I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I want to just work on my cosplay and play League of Legends. Oh God, it's all folded wrong. Okay. Is that right? Like that. Okay. Yes. Perfect. Okay. So, again, like I said, the leotard, the front piece, hers is just like one chunk of fabric, it seems, that goes around like her whole body. But that's kind of boring to me. And since I'm changing up the design a little bit, I don't know if I said this earlier, but the pattern that I got is actually from Kinpatsu Cosplay. And yeah, so it has multiple pieces. So I think when it's all sewn together, having those like extra lines, even though the fabric's going to be the same material, I think that, first of all, I think the shape will fit me better, because I have an issue with things fitting me properly a lot. And then also, I just think it'll make it a little more visually appealing, having that extra stitching on the bodice. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I'm going to try and lay these pieces out. There's only 3 other pieces aside from the legs. So, damn, this one is so long. That's what she said. Anyway. I feel like I would have had no issue with the legs if this one wasn't this large. Because then the leg could have gone like right there, but now it's like the leg is too chonky. So I just don't know if that's gonna work. Again, maybe if I fold it the other way, it would work. Or actually, maybe if I do it like this. See, it's kind of like Tetris a little bit. Oh my God, if I can make this work, I will be so happy. Also, the fact that I'm wanting to do 1-inch seam allowances is like not helping me. at all. That makes it so much harder. Wow, I think I might actually be able to fit it all. I don't know if that would actually be long enough. But, oh man, it's so close. I know, I'm so funny. Anyway. It's just this piece that is the issue. Maybe because I did a full inch seam allowance on the front, and if I do it on the other pieces, maybe I could get away with just doing 1/2 inch on this piece, because that might kind of save me. Because I'm like, see, and like, I don't know if that's something that you're technically supposed to do or like allowed to do in sewing, but I think I'm gonna have to. Okay, so if that goes there, that goes there. That goes there. I have all that for the leg. Is this? Oh God, it's like. Is that like gonna be enough? Like, don't mind me, guys. If I make the boots extra tall, that might be enough. Oh, I don't want to have to buy more fabric. Oh God. What did I do? I'm telling you, I just needed that extra 1/2 yard, but unfortunately. Okay, what about that? Oh God, it's gonna be so close. I think I just have to do it like this and hope for the best. Yeah. I'm just gonna have to do it like this and hope for the best. Everything is fine, right? Everything is fine. Whatever. We'll make it work. I'm gonna pin this down. Diagonally. So, like I said, this is supposed to be a 4-way stretch. So if it was just a 2-way stretch, I wouldn't be able to do it diagonally, but I don't know. I think I should be able to if it's 4-way stretch, right? Like, because then it wouldn't matter. Normally with fabric, you have to like, there's a grain. And so you have to either put things like you have to usually put things parallel to the grain of the fabric. But yeah, stretch is different. In specific ways, I would not be able to describe to you how it is different because, again, I don't know what I'm doing. I am not a professional. Please don't ever take sewing advice from me. I just know that the same rules don't apply to stretch. Okay. Oh, yeah. So as I was saying earlier, I took sewing classes in high school for 2 years, um, but then also last year I took a course in the city that I paid for. Uh, it was like a kind of beginner esque class, but I really needed like the refresher, and I was hoping I would learn stuff. And I took a pattern making class as well, and that one I was really hoping to learn some stuff, and I did. I learned some stuff, but sewing is a lot of math, believe it or not, and I am terrible at math, and I hate math. I am very much a visual person. I am not a I'm not an engineer by any means. And so when I took this class, and I'm like in this class, and they're, in the pattern making class, and they're like, oh, and you have to like do these fractions. I was like, I have not done fractions in I don't even know how many years, like a ridiculous amount of years. I was like, this is like there was no way I was retaining that information. Even though I like took notes and everything, I was like, this is actually crazy. So my process is usually, oh, does that look right? Spiritually, does it feel right? Are the vibes right? If so, then I'm like, okay, we'll give it a go. If not, then, I try something else until I feel like something is right. I can't do the math. I need my other pin cushion. I am cosplaying Tekna. I am altering her outfit slightly though, so I'm not doing it one for one. I'm doing it a little differently. Software for like pattern making. I've actually seen online when I made my Jinx cosplay, there was a website where you could kind of like pick certain styles, and like it was a free website, and you could print out, well, it wasn't entirely free, but it was only like $2. So then you could like print out your basically custom made pattern, and that was honestly like a lifesaver, because if I had to do that completely from scratch on my own, I mean, it kind of was from scratch, because even the pattern that I was able to produce on the website wasn't one for one like what I needed. So I still had to kind of edit it, but editing a pattern, like altering a pattern that you already have, is so much easier than just making it from scratch. So that was really like a lifesaver that I found that. But yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of like helpful stuff out there for this kind of thing. I definitely don't use the internet to my advantage. I'm very much like I just need to like start doing something. Like I'm not like I don't really like do well with like planning and making sure everything is going to go the way that it like needs to go. Which is like surprising, because I feel like my personality, like I feel like I am like a planner in other areas, but then when it comes to like crafting and stuff, it's like I just have to like start doing it. Like I can't think about it too much, otherwise I'm just like never gonna actually like start it, if that makes sense. I'll just like keep thinking and thinking, and then it'll never actually get done. But yeah, so like I said, this is for my Tekna cosplay. And we're doing a small Winx group, me and some friends. So that'll be exciting. I kind of feel like a fake fan though, because I've only seen the first season of Winx Club. I never watched anything past that. Because I think when all the other seasons were coming out, I was at like a point in my life where I was like, oh, I'm too cool for like cartoons. I was like, I'm too cool for this. I still have two older brothers. So they influenced a lot of my interests. And they also had a phase where like, so if I was watching like anime or cartoons, they would like make fun of me. And so that's probably where like that came from, because I was like, oh, I'm too cool for this now. Like I don't need to watch anime. Um, but yeah, so I think when the other seasons were coming out, I was in that era of my life where I was like not really watching a lot of that kind of stuff. So I missed a lot of the story. There's so many seasons of Winx. Like there's like a million. They're still making it to this day, which is like kind of crazy. It's like sometimes I think series just need to die. In all honesty, Stranger Things being one of the most recent offenders of this, where it's like capitalism, man. It just, if something's a good IP, they're gonna milk it until it is just undrinkable anymore. And it's a shame because I feel like that's, it taints a lot of good things. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen the newer seasons of Winx, so I don't want to make any assumptions. But I have heard that like some of the newer stuff is not as good. But I'm sure some of like the older seasons, like so I only watched the first one. I'm sure the first couple seasons are probably good, but I wouldn't know. I should probably watch them actually. And usually when I'm working on a craft like this, like I put on like either a YouTube video or like a TV show for background noise and entertainment. So maybe I will do that. Maybe while I'm working on this, I will watch season 2. So I don't feel like as much of a fake fan when I'm cosplaying. How many seasons have you seen? I don't even like, because then are the different seasons, because I know they have like different forms and stuff. Like there's like Enchantrix and there's like other versions of them. I would imagine those are just like some of the different seasons. But yeah, I definitely want to watch at least season 2. I feel like maybe it'll be like one of those things where I'll watch until I feel like I'm just like, until it's starting to like fall off. Like there's no way I'm watching all of it. So I could at least just watch, until I think I've had enough. So yeah, I'll probably do that because I haven't had a good hyperfixation for like the last month. Normally I do this thing where I hyperfixate something, and so then I watch lengthy YouTube videos about like analysis on like the show or the characters or the game, whatever it might be. And so I will listen to stuff like that while I'm working on a project or something, or even like doing the dishes. Like I'll put like a video analysis on just to stimulate myself. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with this. I'm just yapping at this point. New forms in season 3. Okay. Well, maybe I will have to watch at least until season 3 then, because I'm kind of interested in those different forms. Like I really wanted to do a different version of Tekna because, like I said, this outfit's a little goofy, but the group wanted to do the OG, which I get because the OG is the most recognizable. So I'm down to do that. I'm down. But yeah, Tekna's outfit is just so goofy. It's like, and I understand what they were going for because, like, again, the show came out in what, like 2009 or something. So like her whole shtick was like futuristic technology and stuff. But I feel like they could have come up with a better design. I've actually seen some fans online like do like redraws, and that's what I was kind of looking at when I was like planning out this cosplay. I was looking for some kind of like inspiration. I was like, maybe I'll completely like change it. Whoa. Excuse me. But then I decided I don't want to change it too much. So I just decided to go with like the halter instead. So this is making me feel like I need a new prescription, guys. I cannot see. I probably do need a new prescription. I haven't been to the eye doctor in like 4 years. And it really should be going every year because I do not have good eyes. All right, I am going to cut this piece out first. And then I know we already established that the mirror, that it should work, but I'm just gonna wanna make sure because I'm a little paranoid. Okay, this is on the fold, but I don't need it to be on the fold. So I'm just gonna cut that bit off. Okay, ow, oh my God, okay. Second time I stabbed myself. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so let me mark these notches. Now, I really don't think this cosplay will take me too long. I always say stuff like that. But I actually don't think this one will because there's no like prop building. It's nothing really super intricate. It's pretty much just a bodysuit. I already know what I'm going to do for like the wings, and her wings aren't very complex at all. So I honestly think the hardest part is going to be the boots and like the boot covers. I ordered fabric for that. It hasn't come in yet. I am a little anxious to see it. Because you never really know what you're going to get when you order fabric online. And I actually ordered from a store online that I've never ordered from before. It's called like Zoloft or something. I don't know. I'm probably saying that wrong. But I was looking for like a really specific like color, basically. But yeah. Check up every 2 years. Yeah. Yeah, I do work out. Yeah. I've always been very active. I never really heard that affects your vision though. But the reason why I should probably be going, I used to go to the eye doctor every year. And then I got kicked off my parents' insurance. And so then I stopped going. But I really should be going every year because I have a freckle on one of my eyes. We're getting fun facts tonight. I have a freckle on one of my eyes, and they're concerned about, like, apparently if you have freckles on your eyes, they can get like skin cancer, like melanoma or something. And then like you could go blind, low-key. So they were always like, oh, I need to come in every year so that they could check up on the freckle on my eye and make sure it doesn't look cancerous. But yeah, I haven't been in like 4 years. I do have insurance now, so I have no excuse. I just haven't like actually made the appointment because I need to find a new doctor because I moved to a new area, and I feel like looking for a new doctor is like, you know, a whole thing even of itself. So I'm like, I've just been putting it off, but yeah, I should probably do that. Maybe I will do that at some point next week. Yeah. But I always just felt like they were over exaggerating. I don't know. I feel like doctors do that sometimes. The dentist especially. I feel like the dentist is like the biggest scam in the world. Like, they're always trying to do some work on you at the dentist, and it's like, dude, like, my teeth are fine. Like, if nothing's bothering me, like, it's fine. And I've kind of been thinking that with my eye. Like, I don't have any issues, so it's like, you know, it's fine. But my prescription, the last few times I had gone before I stopped going, wasn't getting any worse. So I was like, okay, I'm good. Like, I don't need to get like the glasses changed. Like, I don't need to get the whatever. You know what I'm talking about. So then I just kind of like, yeah, I just kind of stopped going. I was like, my prescription's not changing. But now I actually think in the last year specifically, all of a sudden I feel like I can't see as well with my glasses as I used to. So I don't know. I guess it's time to go back. Yeah, I actually used ZocDoc to find a new dermatologist. I did go to the dermatologist though, so so it's not like I'm completely neglecting my doctor's visits. But yeah, I've just been putting off eye doctor, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get away with that for much longer. So I will go trust. Oh, wait, are there notches on this piece? I don't think I drew notches. I'm too busy yapping. Oh, there's actually no notches. Okay, well, that's good. Okay. So I'm going to cut this piece out, and then I think I'm going to be done for the night. I need to eat. I have to go to the bathroom. So the leg pieces I will do some other time. I might do something like this again in the future, because I think this is kind of fun. But I just don't know when. And my schedule changes week to week with work and stuff. Like, I didn't have work today, which is why I decided to do this today. But yeah, so I won't have like a consistent schedule, but I'll try to do stuff like this more often. Because I think it's fun. But yes. Oh god. Is that even okay? Yeah. Okay. But also, I don't think I could do this every single time I'm working on something. Like, for instance, if I'm like, when I get to the actual sewing part, my sewing machine is so loud because, like I said, it's 1,000,000 years old and I never get it serviced. So it's just like so loud. So I don't think I would be able to do one of these while I'm like mostly actually putting the pieces together. I could do something like this while I'm working on like a proper like foam work or something, but yeah, it's just not going to be able to be like a consistent thing. But I will figure it out and keep you guys posted. Because like I said, one of my resolutions for this year was to do more live streams and be more active on like YouTube specifically. Because I know there's a lot of you guys here on YouTube. But I don't know. I have a tendency to neglect this app more than others for whatever reason. But I will try to fix that going forward. Okay, those are all the scraps. Okay, now let me draw the darts on this. 2 months is too far. 2 months for what? What did I say? I don't remember. Oh, that's how bad I am. My short-term memory is terrible. I'm cooked, not gonna lie, actually. But it's fine. Damn, this piece has a lot of darts. Okay. Dart there. Dart here. I'm very excited though for all these projects that I'm doing this year. I would love to do a Diana cosplay, my main in League of Legends. I just don't know if I'm going to have time for that this year. But I would love to, because that's my girl. But it's not a priority, so I don't want to stress myself out. But, whoa. Okay. Yes, and She-Ra eventually, one day. Okay, sweet. Well, I think that is enough for tonight. I cut out all the bodice pieces. I still have the leg pieces. I'm just gonna have to like hope for the best with that though, because I'm working with limited material here. I'll keep you guys posted on if I'm able to make that work or not, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. So I'll have to, maybe I'll work on that this weekend and let you guys know how that goes. It's a problem for another day. But yeah, I'm gonna go eat some dinner. But thanks for hanging out with me, guys. It's been pretty fun. And I will do this again. I'll let you know. I just gotta figure out when's the next time I can do it based on like my schedule and projects. So yeah. Until next time. Bye. Good night, guys.